What's good, you guys? It's your boy here, and we're at it again with another review. And today we'll be reviewing Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. This game is an indie action adventure platforming video game developed and published by Team Reptile. Let's go over the plot. So Red is a graffiti writer who lost his head and instead uses a cyber head to get around. And in search of his roots, he joins the Bomb Rush crew, and together they decided to go all city to become the best graffiti crew around. To me personally, it definitely sounds good on paper, but experiencing people dying, it kind of threw me off a little bit. But despite all of it, it still weirdly managed to keep that Jet Set Radio vibe. So with the plot out of the way, let's talk about the overall gameplay. So the gameplay evolves around you traversing through a fictional city of New Amsterdam on either a skateboard, inline skates, or a BMX bike. And you have this weird superpowered backpack which can make you go faster while grinding and performing tricks. You can also place graffiti on buildings. The more graffiti that you put down, the more rep that you gain. If you gain a good amount of rep, you can unlock like secret areas that you haven't even gone before yet. And of course, to progress the story forward, you can also challenge the rival gangs that's in that district to control that district. And once you control all the districts, that's technically the whole meaning of you going all city. They do have a wanted level though, so if you graffiti enough, these weird military police guys will come after you. And out of all places, you have to go to a porta potty to switch color schemes. You can also switch between the color schemes of either your BMX bike, your skateboard, or your skates, in which adds a little bit of customization into the game. Speaking of customization, you can also choose what to graffiti. Because while playing through the game, you can actually earn graffiti and you can actually learn how to do that specific graffiti on your phone. The only issue that I have with the game so far is the fact that it doesn't have any sense of direction. It doesn't really exactly tell you what you need to do or how to do it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's so many other characters that you can unlock, but it just simply doesn't tell you anything. Then you have to end up figuring out after the fact. And at times, it proves to be really frustrating for me. Another thing that I can't really stand, it's technically a spoiler, so I'm gonna you could skip to this specific timestamp here. So the freaking boss fight was just too difficult for me, and it was because they stuck with one specific camera angle. So I had problems jumping to one area to the next. But despite of all of what I just said, I really enjoy playing this game. And on top of me enjoying the game, it gave me a crazy amount of nostalgia. I completely love their art direction. Graphically, the game is just freaking beautiful, and their art direction was just beautiful. The soundtrack was just mwah, bravo. I actually paid attention. Some of their soundtrack specifically was made by the same person that made some of the Jet Set Radio soundtrack, which is freaking fantastic. I think that I covered mostly everything, so let's just hop on to the overview. On the positive side of things, the overall plot and story is fairly okay. Definitely love the overall gameplay. I appreciate the customization a tad bit. I love their backpack mechanic. Their graffiti mechanic is dope. Graphically, the game is phenomenal, and I definitely, and I mean especially, love their soundtrack. And on the negative side of things, they won't have a sense of direction, so you technically won't know what to do until after the fact. And the final boss fight, specifically with the camera angles, it was just freaking weird. The PC and Nintendo Switch version came out on August 18th, 2023, while the console version came out on September 1st, 2023. So stating that, the game should be in most platforms, so PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. It's also on Nintendo Switch, and you can also get the game on the next gen consoles as well. If you get the game digitally, it should be about $39.99. If you get the games in your local stores, it should be about the same price range, but obviously it can be cheaper. It all depends on where you look. So is this game worth your money? Obviously, like I said before, it not only did it give me a crazy amount of nostalgia, I weirdly had a crazy amount of fun playing this game despite of its flaws, especially since Sega decided to wake up and decided to make some type of new Jet Set Radio project game. and I doubt that we're getting that joint anytime soon. So this game is definitely, and I mean most definitely, the best alternative. Looking at the asking price, I'm not gonna lie, it's fairly decent. So with that being said, I highly advise you guys to buy this game. This game is definitely worth your money. So with that being said, if you like this review, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet. I do reviews, videos, PvP matches, streams, and more. And if you haven't yet, please don't forget to follow me on my Facebook page and my Twitch account, because I stream on those platforms as well. Everything should be in the description box below, and I will catch you guys in the next review.